Hey guys, it's Scott with Scotty B Cards. In this episode, we're talking about the new PSA price increase and how it'll affect you as a collector and how it could affect the market as a whole. So to start it off, if you didn't know, PSA increased their prices essentially double overnight from around, like, for example, $12 bulk for 2017 and before, and $15 2018 to now, to about $20 for the 2017 and before, and $25 to now. And then on top of that, I'll show you on the screen here, you can go to services, trading card game, scroll down to grading prices, hit view all pricing, and here is their entire pricing structure. So here's the value I was talking about. Usually that was $12, now it's $20. And inside of that, if you do the ultra modern, it's $15 to $25 is where it's at now. But this economy, this used to be the 45 day. That used to be about, like, $10. Not this last change, but way before, about 2 years ago. Now it's up to $50 for 45 day, which is like an 8-month turnaround time. This option is completely suspended where you can't even access it anymore. It was PSA's attempt of trying to reduce cards being sent in, but everybody is now just getting a PSA membership and submitting bulk. But their regular has gone up to $100 a card, which is their PSA 20 day. I was sending in PSA 20 days this last week for $25 with KK Sports Cards on Instagram, and now that's $100. Obviously, his bulk rates will be better, probably around $50 to $70, but still, that 20 day has increased more than double. The Express, which is the 5 day, is $150 a card. Super Express, which is 2 days, $300 a card. So prices are way up, and there's a couple reasons for this. The first one is their back order is massive. If you scroll down on the same page, you'll see this, where is it? Right here. Complete through dates. So this says a service levels complete through date is the day before the date of the oldest open order in the PSA system for that service level. Meaning this is the oldest order open in each of those. So there's orders from June still open for the modern bulk rates. So everything after June is still waiting to get graded, essentially. So for example, here's economy, and this is August 2nd is the oldest order. I have an economy order in that was delivered to PSA on October 6th. They didn't enter it until, what was it, November 17th? And it hasn't even gotten to the grading stage yet. It's still in the prep stage. So it's been sitting there for over 4 or 5 months, almost pushing 5 months since it got there, and it hasn't even started grading yet. So that just shows how far behind they are. So this change is their attempt to try to fix the situation, but it can be spun in a couple different ways. Obviously, they could just stop accepting submissions for the short term and catch up and then keep the rates the same, but that wouldn't fix the problem of the PSA cards going up in value, and there's more of an incentive to submit low-end cards. So they were trying to raise the prices sufficiently so that those low-end cards could get priced out. Before you had Shaq rookies that were selling for $40 2 years ago or even last year, and now they're worth $1,000, and so there's a huge incentive to try to even get 9s on those where that wasn't the case. The hobby's just grown so much where they have to do this. A lot of collectors aren't happy, and I don't really love this change myself. And it just kind of shows that PSA isn't for the money. They aren't here to make our life easier. They're not here for any other purpose besides to make a profit off of us wanting to grade cards, and that is exactly what they're doing. This does leave the door open for other grading companies, though. Even Beckett raised their prices, and people were really upset about it, but realistically, they're cheaper. Here's a Beckett 2 day. So PSA was $300. Beckett is $250 a card for subgrades, $125 a card for no subgrades. So you can get it for almost a third cheaper for no subgrade options. If it does get a Beckett 10, they put the subgrades on there anyways. And then as you scroll down, you'll even see lower. We're pretty much the same for economy, which is basically their bulk submission for no subgrades and so forth. So overall, it's pretty much the same for them, but if for the higher end submissions, you can go Beckett. You also have HGA, but HGA has a very limited number of cards they'll accept each week. Every Friday, they will take a specific number, but they do meet their turnaround times because they limit how many they accept. So that is nice. Then you have SGC, who is just accepting cards regularly, and SGC is asking $15 a card, and it's about a 70 business day wait. They aren't really hitting that time. They say they are, it's between there, but it just goes up. So it probably would be more like 80 business days, but realistically, it's still faster than PSA. And finally, you have CSG. They say turnaround times are approximate and not guaranteed. They have been doing a good job of meeting those turnaround times. A 2-day SGC is $100 compared to $125 with Beckett and $300 with PSA now, but they do take 1%. So on top of that 100. So overall, there are other options, and it's going to be interesting to see how HGA, SGC, all these companies can handle the people coming in. I know a lot of people are really upset about the price change, but I think we all saw it coming. If you've been in this hobby, this is like the 4th price increase PSA has done. It used to be $8 for bulk, and it used to be, what was it? For 5-day, so the Express right here, it used to be $45 and they used to hit the turnaround times. So things are changing, the market's exploding. This will hopefully slow down submissions enough where PSA can get the cards out quicker for us, and these complete through dates will be able to speed up much faster. Realistically, a lot of the group submitters saw these price increases coming this last week, and so I'm sure they're going to get probably 1 million to 2 million cards this week as they're trying to get all the cards in before this increase. But once this next month is taken care of, once everything's ordered, I think it will speed up a little bit. But the one thing we have to consider is if PSA cards are harder to get, then that will increase the value of current PSA graded cards, which will in turn make grading these cards plausible at these rates again. So it's kind of a fine line PSA is dancing, but overall I think this is an okay change. A lot of people are upset, but I'm okay with it. They compared it to like HGA only accepting a specific number of cards, and I get that, but that's not what PSA is in the business for. HGA is trying to cater to hobbyists. PSA is just trying to make money because they have the premier premium product on the market. So overall, guys, that's just kind of an overview of what happened. On top of that, this last week, eBay has decided on April 1st to stop doing eBay bucks for the 1%. They will have eBay bucks like 5-10% random days or a couple day period, but the 1% is now gone, which is also a bummer. So kind of a rough time for sports card hobbyists right now. But overall, I just wanted to show you all of this. Thanks for your time. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.